Hi guys, Nikki from Innocent Teddies here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I am going to be showing you some market prep. For those of you who may have seen my previous vlog, I talked about a market that's coming up. We are now a week away from said market, so I thought I'd do a video on some market prep because I have literally been market prepping to the max and I've got so much stock that I'm gonna talk you through. It's also gonna help me see kind of how much I've got, how much more I need to kind of prep, and yeah, just kind of talk you through what I get set up and what I kind of take with me. So I don't actually do markets that frequently. The last market I did was last summer. Again, a link to the video of that one. I've changed a few things since the last market I did, just from learning and things that I found out. The small items were very popular, so I've gone kind of overboard with making as many of them as I could. I've also done many different patterns. I kind of shifted from the bears I was originally making to like floppy body patterns. So obviously I've had to go through all the UKCA testing for those particular bears as well. I can take them along and sell with me. I also obviously do my YouTube tutorials, so I'm thinking of maybe printing out like QR codes for people to use them to link to my YouTube, so I can promote that as well at the market. So maybe if people don't buy, they can also see, okay, if I'm interested in crochet, they can have a look at my YouTube as well. So there's many things that I'm kind of implementing and adapting from my last experience, and hopefully if you guys have any tips, feel free to leave them in the comments, but hopefully I'll be giving you a few tips along the way as well. Okay, so the plan at the moment is to kind of compile all of the small bits that I've made for my market here, and I'm going to count them up and take a stock list. So I'm actually starting to freak out a little bit, only because I thought I had way more than I do. Like, that just doesn't seem like a lot. Because I think I had them all in bags while I was prepping them. They were like overflowing in my hobbycraft bags, but now I've taken them out, I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually don't have that much, and I'm a week away, and I'm just thinking, right, I need to get crocheting. Okay, hold on guys, panic over. I've just found gold dust. In this Smith's bag is all the leftover stock I had from the previous market that's just kind of been sitting around, not doing a lot, but it saved my life because there are so many turtles in there, and that's going to save me so much time this week that I thought I was panicking that I had to do. So I'm going to add this to the pile. So this is kind of the mess I've got so far. I'm just going to quickly organise it to see exactly what we've got going on right now. Okay, so this stock is actually looking pretty healthy, and I am quite impressed with the amount I've got. I've got some unfinished turtles here that I need to kind of address. But in total, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one just needs a little tail. So 13 made turtles already, so that's looking great. So many jellyfish. I've got some with the safety eyes and then some that I'm going to sew the eyes on, but I've got plenty of jellyfish, almost probably a bit too many. And then for something different this time, I've done these cute little baby hats. They work up so quickly. I'll link the tutorial in below, but they are super cute. I've done them in all different colours because I did have quite often people wanting like gender neutral things. So I've got grey and a yellow, but I just think they're so cute, and they literally take me like 30 minutes to make. So they're a really great addition. It'll be interesting to see how they kind of go down, if they'll be popular or not. I've also just got a random whale, but I'll add that to my whale stock that I've got, again from the last market. And I've got some random gonks, which I'm not sure will kind of sell in summer, but you know, they're kind of cute. They can just come along. I'm also, again, to go with my baby hats, I've got these little booties. I ordered like the insole bits here, the plastic, and it just makes it look a little bit professional and keeps their shape compared to like the ones that don't have them in. So I think that's going to look really professional on the stand. So I'm going to do a couple more of those, again in the yellow and the grey, so we've got options. And I've got a couple more hats to finish off the little bear ears. So I've got a couple of things to finish, but so far I'm pretty happy with the amount I've got. So like I said, these are the main small bits that I was focusing on and going almost a bit OTT on, just because like anything, people aren't going to really want to splurge out too much. So I did find in my last market the smaller items were more popular, kind of in the range of £5 to £15 was the kind of good price range to aim for with your items. But I also need to look into which big teddies I'm going to take along with me to bulk out and still show what else I can do. Because even if they aren't bought, it's still nice to show people, like almost showcase what you can make and promote like the social medias, like I said, the YouTube and the Instagram. So it's still nice to take it, and it just makes the market look nicer. So there's a couple things like my Mew teddies and things like that I take along, which aren't for sale, but it not only actually attracts the kids because a lot of them recognise it for the Pokemon and it brings them over, so it's a really good way of drawing people in, but it's again just something different for them to look at and make the stall look more attractive. So I would recommend, even if you aren't going to sell them, it's really nice to have kind of different options for making your stall look like visually pleasing. I also said in my vlog, again, if anyone was properly paying attention, that I was going to make some more of these. So I did do a free tutorial of these. Again, I'll link in the description because you can make your own, and they are a really good market make. But I thought these would be quite a good idea to add to my market, because I think then it attracts like adults as well, because all of them are kind of like kiddie baby toys, and I think these are just like almost nice decorations that people can have. I mean, I've literally got mine in my hobby room, so it's really nice, blends in with the other plants and the aesthetics, I guess. So I'm going to try my best to make a couple of these, but in different colours, like different pot colours and things like that. So I'll add that onto my list after turtle heads and booties. I was thinking of initially doing almost like a bundle pack for the booties, hats, and doing a blanket as well. But I haven't managed to find like a super quick, chunky blanket pattern to kind of get done quickly. So I think I'm not going to do that for this market yet. I'm just going to keep with the hats and the booties. Possibly do like a little bundle deal, but again, I'm not too sure yet. I'm gonna focus on getting things done, and then I'm gonna look into the prices that I'm going to do for each of my items. A little bit of progress. I've put the plastic booties in all of the ones I've made so far. These are what I use. They just literally hold the shape really well and look really professional, but you don't have to use them. I just think they look quite nice, and it stands them up really well, so I really like them. I've also added, I've got my sweets, obviously. Always have to have a crochet snack. I've added the ears onto my grey ones, and I'm just finishing off my last yellow one, and then my hats will be all done. I've done 4 of each in each colour, so I'm hoping that will be enough. And then I'm going to try and do the same for the booties, do 4 of each. So I just need to do one more pair of pink, and then crack on with the blues, greys and yellows. So we're currently just packing up all of the teddies that we're going to take. Pete's taking a little stock list. I'm adding all the prices just on the little labels, and we're packing them up in a suitcase, but I think we're going to need another suitcase to get all of these guys in. And we're currently giving surgery to this ugly cow because I put the wrong label on it.
Every teddy matters. All of these.
Pete's just pissing himself over my very first koala, which I think is quite cute.
This one definitely got stuck in the fire. Look at his lopsided face.
What do you mean?
It's melted.
I don't know why I did the ears like that. That's so weird.
Yeah, you've definitely got better, hun.
His little body's quite cute. Look at all the ones we've got through. And you've only laughed at him so far, so I think that's impressive.
I've been able to keep the rubbers in. Okay,
so it's now the Friday before my market, which is on Sunday, and it hasn't really been a very productive week. It's been absolutely non-stop at work, and I've been coming home and literally crashing. So the evenings have pretty much been a write-off. I managed to finish off a couple more booties, but as for the turtle heads and things like that I was going to get done, They have not happened. I'm not too bothered because I do have quite a lot of turtles, so it's not too much of an issue. The booties I have managed to do, so I'm pleased with that. And I do feel like I've got enough stock, so I think I've got enough small bits to kind of see me through. I was also going to do some more plants. I did do some more plants, but again, Pete's just got his heart set on them, so I don't think they'll be coming to the market with us. Yeah, it just hasn't been much of a productive week, so there's not too much to update you. And we've got family commitments tomorrow, so Saturday is pretty much written off. And we're going to pack the car up tonight, get everything sorted so we're ready to go on Sunday morning. So now you've seen kind of like the prep behind it. I've got a quick stock list of what me and Pete went through a couple of days back, and we wrote a list of all the things we're going to take. So as for small items, I will have 12 booties. I've also got 16 hats. I'm going to be doing those for £10 each, or for £17.50 for a hat and booty combo. So hopefully that encourages people to get both items. I think they're just a really good small item that's also a nice gift as well. As for other small items, I've got my little poppet mushrooms. So I already had 13 left over from my previous market. I think I made like loads last time. So I just had loads left over, which was really handy this time because I didn't have to make too many. So I have 13 mushrooms in stock. I also have 16 squishy whales. So these mushrooms and whales are also really good for like the young kids that come round with their own little pocket money, or they're just good for people that don't want to spend too much but they want to get a little something. So I sell those for £6.50 each, so they are on the cheaper side of my items. I will also have my turtles obviously, and also my jellyfish. So they are my main small items that I sell, and they are really popular. The last time at the market they were really popular. What will be interesting is, because I'm going back to the same place, it's my parents' village, and people did obviously buy turtles or jellyfishes last year. I don't know if that's going to then have an effect this year, because obviously maybe less people will then want to buy another turtle or jellyfish. So it'll be interesting to kind of see the dynamic and to see which is popular. And I also did have quite a few like bigger teddies sell last year as well. So yeah, it'll be really interesting. But they are my 4 main small market prep items that I kind of stand by, and I would recommend you guys do for your markets as well. And as for my bigger teddies, I've got a good like 30 plus other teddies that I'm going to take along with me. Like I said with the Mewtwo, not all of them will be for sale because I've kind of got my heart set on most of them. But I like to take them just so that people can see them, and it's just a good conversation starter when people see the Pokemon and they talk about the Pokemon, or they see the fluffy yarn ones and they talk about all the different varieties. So yeah, a few of them won't be for sale, and I will mention that to people if they are interested. But they're just really nice conversation starters, and I do like to take them to kind of make the stall look a bit more filled out, rather than just kind of having several items and not too much to look at. So yeah, that's my main stock list so far. And in my next video I'll be doing the results of the market, so we'll see how many of those little items I then sold. So how I set my market stall up is, I'm fortunate to have borrowed my parents' table and gazebo. I have then invested in an Amazon tablecloth, but they're so good because they stretch over any shape of tables. They look really professional and they just give a really nice clean finish. I then have also invested in these cubes, again from Amazon. You can get them in all sorts of different colours. I went for the white, just so it goes nice with my pink tablecloth. Yeah, they just make it look so professional. You can have it off the table as well, so it gives me a lot more space to put all my teddies and display them all. I really like how interactive it kind of is, and it kind of frames the table. It gives different dimensions and height with these, because they're really good to hang things off, they're really good to lean things against, and you can literally design them in all different shapes. So I kind of go for this frame kind of around me, just so I can still talk to people through. So I really like the freedom and that they can do such a variety of different shapes. Be sure to check out my video coming out next week to find out the results of my market. See you later.